Welcome back to Putasos podcast, the best MMA podcast on the entire planet. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Baby Joe.
Sammy Sam.
If we're talking about UFC and beating people, I'm Zach Bryan.
Who the fuck is that, bro?
The country dude who got in trouble for beating his girlfriend.
Oh my god.
You know Zach Bryan, bro.
Everyone knows Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
It's popular.
Fucking Mexican, bro.
That checks out.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Alright, today we're going over UFC 314. Absolutely stacked card from the bottom all the way through the top. And the top couple fights are really, really exciting. And there's a lot of high stakes on the line for this card. So we're going to start from the prelims, work our way all the way up. First fight of the prelims, we have Darren the Damage Elkins versus Julian Erosa. This is a battle of the vets. Darren Elkins is known to get into these firefights, and Julian Erosa has a ton of experience. And I think both of them kind of can take the fight wherever it goes. So I think this will be a high-level fight. Big Cat, what do you got?
I got Darren Elkins, third round TKO.
Zach Adam.
I'm looking at Julian. I like his name. And you know what? I have to agree that this is a completely stacked card. Reminds me of myself a little bit.
I got Julian Erosa too. I think the Damage has taken too much damage, and he's on the tail end of his career. Julian Erosa, he's taking his fair share as well, but he fights a little bit longer, a little bit lengthier. I think he's going to pick him apart. I just got a decision. I honestly don't want to see either of these guys get knocked out at this point in their career. So I'm hoping it just goes to a decision and Julian Erosa gets it. Next fight on the card, Jim Miller versus Chase Hooper. This is the old school versus the new school. Mm-hmm. Jim Miller, most wins in UFC history, most fights in UFC history, and Chase Hooper at one point was the youngest fighter in UFC history to enter the roster. He's now 25. He has went from featherweight up to lightweight. And then Jim Miller's just been at lightweight his whole entire career. So, man, this is actually a really, tough one to pick.
It is,
I'm going Chase Hooper. I think he's really developed on the feet a lot. But I think he's going to be able to transition really good to the ground. And I've yet to see someone that, can really dice it up with them on the floor. I know Jim Miller has a lot of experience, but I think Chase Hooper just that next wave of talent. So I got Chase Hooper.
Yeah, this one's a toss-up for me, too. Jim Miller, absolute vet in the game. Chase Hooper, moving up to lightweight, younger guy. He did have a lot of length at featherweight. Maybe some of that carries over to lightweight. Amazing on the ground. This one's tough.
That's a tough one, bro.
This one's tough. I want to go for the new. I'm going to go for Chase Hooper by submission. We'll go second round submission.
I think I'm going to be the minority here, okay? You're talking about old school versus new school. I like old school. I think it works. I think he's in the game because it works. And any man with the name Jim Miller drinks a 12-pack on the weekends and fights for fun. So I'm going to have to go with Jim on this one. I see it going down. Chase has got him backed into a corner. Everyone's thinking it's over, and then Jim Miller just comes out with a wonky-ass right hook, catches Chase, and it's game over. Might be bleeding from both eyes, but Jim Miller takes it.
All right. I actually
I
like
like
that
it.
take. That's good. All right, next fight up in a women's strawweight fight. Super important for the division. You have Yan Xiaonan versus Verna Jandiroba. Yan Xiaonan is coming off a win over Tabitha Ricci. And then Jandiroba is coming off a win over the always tough Amanda Lemos. Yan Xiaonan has already fought for the title. Jandiroba has not. But this is a good stylistic matchup. I think Yan Xiaonan just a little bit more well-rounded everywhere. So I'm going to go with her. And honestly, these Chinese chicks are built different, bro. They really
They're
are.
fucking warriors.
They're basically just little men.
Well, they weren't supposed to be here. They had to fight their way here. Literally.
China.
Literally.
I got Yan Xiaonan. I think for the division, if you want the parts to keep moving and stuff to keep getting more exciting, I think you want Jandiroba to win because we kind of already saw how Jan Zenon fought the champ.
Mm-hmm.
But skills pay the bills, man, and I think she's got the skill, so I got Jan Zenon.
Yeah, I got Zenon. The only way I see Jandiroba winning is if she's on her back getting punched in the face and she throws up like an arm bar or a triangle. That's the only way I see her winning this fight by a on the back submission, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I got
It's
Zenon.
like a flash kind of way,
Yeah.
like if she cracks her or something,
Yeah.
or like catches her slipping. I see it. All right, cool.
All right, I'm not just hopping on the train here for fuck's sake. No.
Say whatever you want.
I'm gonna kind of do it how some people pick favorite football teams, like the cute jerseys or the city that they like, the color, all that. And I'm gonna go with Jan Zenon because I just am not digging Vera's hair.
She also has a cross eye.
Yeah.
Pull up a picture of her face.
Let me see it. Yeah, let me see it.
It's bad.
Oh dear God. Oh no.
A cross eye or two cross eye?
Bro, she can't.
It kind of is too, huh?
Yeah.
Bro, she sees all the.
She can see punches coming from everywhere.
Every
right?
direction. She's thinking in fourth dimension. That's crazy. But yeah, no, I'm gonna that look just doesn't do it for me.
I will say this though, she's really good, bro. Like, look at her track record really quick. So she beat Amanda Lemos, solid. She beat Lupe Godinez, solid. Marina Rodriguez, she was like at one point the next hot thing, solid.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Hill, solid. Amanda Ribas beat her, that's kind of a tough L. But other than that, bro, like that's the only Mackenzie Dern, but solid, bro. Like she's beat a lot of people that have known.
That was a close fight too.
Yeah,
Well,
she's beat a lot of solid people. I just don't think she's fought like
A Chinese warrior.
a Chinese warrior, bro.
literally
literally
warrior built into
Jan
the
Zenon is
bloodstream.
basically just a young man.
It's well,
It's like a 20-year-old dude, basically.
it's not fair to talk about Verna's track record when her eyes are peds essentially, okay? She has performance enhancing drugs, BLC, all the fights, all the fists, all
It's
the kicks.
an advantage?
It's an advantage.
Fuck.
Is it worth it looking that grotesque? No. But here we are.
Fighting was her only option, honestly. Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, bro.
Bro, she was just getting picked on.
Yeah. Like,
She was a prodigy. She was made for this.
she's like, well, if people are going to make fun of me, like, I want to knock the fuck
I want to be able to
out
knock
of
him
them.
out.
Not
Absolutely.
me, but like most
Well,
people.
no.
All right, next fight on the card. Last fight of the prelims. You have Dan 50K Ige versus Sean Woodson. I know I say this every fight, but this is a fucking banger fight.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Ige, always down to step up. That guy will literally fight anyone. He fought on 2 hours' notice versus Diego Lopez at a catchweight. And then Sean Woodson, 13-1-1, long, lengthy, super precise striker, and he could put people away. Sean Woodson has kind of yet to fight someone that's up there in the talent pool, and Dan Ige that guy. Dan Ige, I wouldn't say like a kind of a gatekeeper a little bit, but he kind of always floats in like that top 10 to 15 area, kind of somewhere in there. So I'm gonna go Sean Woodson. I don't think he beats him up any like crazy. I don't think it's like a knockout or anything like that. But I think Sean Woodson's gonna fight smart enough to, use his length and just win the fight. At one point, keep in mind this is a featherweight fight. This is a 145. Sean Woodson used to be a heavyweight. Heavyweight, bro.
He's feeling lighter on his feet.
Dog. He was fat as fuck. Watch it. I gotta show you this shit.
Was his one loss in the heavyweight division?
Yeah. Like I said, I got Sean Woodson. Just by points. I don't think it's gonna be like a dominant performance. Dan Ige is very experienced, but yeah, I got Sean Woodson just by a 2-1 unanimous decision.
I got Dan Ige. He's gonna close the distance and he's gonna knock out Sean Woodson out cold on the mat. Second round.
Think so?
Eh.
I think I'm gonna join Sam on this one. If I was a betting man, I don't know. Sean Woodson seems like the likely candidate. But it's something about Dan Ige coming in with experience and probably, again, this is another name like Jim Miller. This dude is born fighting.
Yeah. Just so we're clear, too, Dan Ige is the favorite.
Oh, is he?
So Dan Ige is the favorite.
Well, then I knew I picked right.
So,
There we go.
yeah. Yeah. I think it's just there's not too much to go off on Sean Woodson, like, based off who he's beating. There's just not.
If this is his first time meeting real talent, too, like you said.
He's fought good people, but
not the top.
There's levels to everything, you know? Like you wouldn't just jump in and fight me right away, you know? Like, you would have to...
No, we're talking about when you jump to the top.
All right, before we go into the main card, we got a little fun game. It's going to be super quick, maybe 3-4 minutes. And the game is very simple. It has nothing to do with fighting. We're just going to have Zach guess the song. So he's not really like...
Musically inclined?
I was going to say cool in general. But
That's not.
musically inclined sounds a lot better.
I think that sounds better.
So we're going to give you 3 songs.
Okay.
If you can guess all 3 songs, you get $100.
Oh, okay.
All right? If you don't, you owe me $3,000.
If I'm gonna say right now, if one of these songs is not Kelly Clarkson's Breakaway, then you're catching these hands also.
I can play it on here so the speaker can hear it too. I just can't show him.
What song?
The fucking one you asked.
How much of the song should we play?
How much of it? You could stop at the first note. I know exactly what the song is.
Alright, what's the song?
That's Kelly Clarkson Breakaway.
Alright. 1 for 1.
Dude, that does not fucking count.
Well, I don't. Hey, this is your game.
Next song.
It sounds like a Joe, Baby Joe original. Is it you?
Alright,
play around. Like one that's good.
One that's good.
It's fine.
My bad.
I was just doing it for fun. I didn't mean it. I know it's Imagine Dragons. Oh my god, it's not Demons. I'm breaking Believer!
What was it?
Believer?
And what was the band name?
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine dragging these nuts on
Oh, man. You forgot to talk about the other prelim, you and me, in about 5 minutes.
That was a terrible setup.
I hate you so much. Let's start another podcast called Chingaso's Podcast.
That was totally a setup, and it was a terrible setup.
I think I guessed all 3 correctly though.
That wasn't a fucking game, bro. I'm not giving you shit.
That's crazy. That's wild. Better not put this in the
You
blooper
picked
section.
a fucking one Imagine Dragon song.
Bro,
Everybody
you didn't
knows.
tell me what to do. You didn't get the song right though.
You know what?
It was Radioactive.
Oh, yeah, bro. I was gonna give you $100 too, bro.
And you didn't get the Roy song right.
The Royce?
Roy,
Roy.
my song. Do you know who Roy Ramirez is?
No.
Him and his girl broke up, and it was like a bad breakup. So he flew into Santa Barbara and he asked if I could pick him up. So we made a song for him when we picked him up, and we played it when he got in the car at the airport. And the song's about picking him up.
Oh, it's about, this is for Roy.
This was for Roy. Some of it's kind of irrelevant. Just one more. and he was living in Colorado Springs. He never went back.
Never went back.
He
Hey,
didn't.
smart move.
Damn.
So that was the mini.
We'll have to crop that part of him, like the songs and stuff, and then just imagine dragging these nuts all over your face.
I didn't know how you wanted me to set it
Man,
up.
he got me fucking dirty with
He
that
said he was
shit,
going to
bro.
get me with it, but he decided.
I had the
to
whole
get
bullpen in there, and I walk in, and they're like, ask Joe, and he's like, Joe doesn't really know any music that's not like rap music. I was like, whoa. I was like, I know a couple things, you know? And he's like, all right. He's like, guess this song, and he plays an Imagine Dragons song, right? And I'm like, I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't know. And he's like, all right, I'll give you a hint. He's all, might give it away. He's like, second word in the band is Dragons. I was all, Imagine Dragons. He's all, Imagine Dragging these nuts all over your face, bro. And the whole room just exploded, bro. And I just sat there. I was like, you motherfucker, bro.
That was your 13th reason why, right there.
Yeah, I almost shot up the whole fucking store, bro.
I would have. Very Mexican of
He
you to
almost
do.
quit on site.
Then I looked at my bank account. I was like, not quite yet.
Like soon, one day it's gonna happen.
Soon. Give me one more year and I'm fucking ghost. I'm being dead serious. Hate that place.
Dude, I'm so unhappy. So unhappy.
So happy. Alright. Light heavyweight fight, Nikita Krylov? Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes has fought for the title before. He fought John Jones, arguably won the fight. I still thought John Jones won. But super close fight. Nikita Krylov. He's kind of fought some decent people, but I would say he's fought people at Dominic Reyes' level because Dominic Reyes kind of like just starts slowly going back up. But I think this is a pretty evenly matched fight. I got Dominic Reyes. I think if Dominic Reyes comes out even at 80% of his prime where he was at, and he comes out confident, I see him winning the fight. He's just really good everywhere. You know, he's not like the best grappler or anything, but he's not like incompetent on the floor. So I got Dominic Reyes by knockout.
Yeah, I got Krylov by. We'll go decision. I don't feel like Dominic Reyes is consistent enough to beat him. Krylov, pretty.
Shut that fucking baby up. Krylov hasn't even fought since March of 23, bro. This is a 2-year break. So it's kind of like hard to say like where he's at, you know, and he's not. I mean, he's 33.
I think this is another toss-up, but I got Krylov by decision.
Yeah, it is. He's beat guys like Vulcan. He beat Gus. That's a fucking good win. I know why you're going with them.
Oh yeah, no, 1,000%. It's gonna be Dominic Reyes. Any guy with a receding hairline or bald head, they have nothing to lose. It's just it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Okay? We after a certain point, you just get this like, I don't know, leather skin about you.
I really
It's so
feel like
thick.
when you shaved your head,
Yeah.
it just fit you so perfect.
It was my.
Like, there's not many people where they're like, damn, that guy's balding, like, he looks better.
Yeah.
You looked better.
I did. Actually, I saw old videos of me with hair, and I'm like, oh my god, who let me do that? Because I often ask people, I'm like, let me know when my hair looks like I'm trying. And, dude, there was like 2 years, it looked like you're trying.
Yeah.
You're trying. But this is my final evolution.
It really was. I feel like you, like... Yeah. I feel like you look stronger.
Not only do I look
too,
it,
and the beard. If you didn't have a beard, you'd probably be fucked.
You know what? Actually, funny enough, for a couple of the academies I didn't have a beard, and it wasn't a bad look. I'll pull up photos.
But it wasn't a better look. Otherwise, you'd still have
Well, no, of course not. So I'm going Dominic Reyes on this one.
All right.
My boy's got nothing left to lose. He's gonna
That's
leave it all out there.
That's a good point, bro. You got nothing to lose, huh?
That dude, once your hair goes, that's it. Any care in the world, gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
These next four.
These next four are fire.
Yeah.
This next one is probably my favorite fight on the card. Yair Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull. Yair Rodriguez, former interim featherweight champion. He has fought the who's who of the division. He's fought basically everybody. And then you have Patricio Pitbull coming over from Bellator as a 2-weight world champion in Bellator. And keep in mind, he knocked out Chandler to win the second belt, who's the co-main event of this card. And Pitbull, bro, he's just been dominant for so long. I don't even remember the last time he lost. And then Yair Rodriguez, he's just a super athletic dude, super sharp, has a lot of power.
Crazy striking,
unorthodox striking. But he's also coming off 2 L's. So he lost to Brian Ortega. He got submitted, and then he got TKO'd by Volk. So important fight for Yair. If he doesn't win this fight, I really don't know what would be next for that guy. And then Patricio, if he wins this fight, bro, it is like basically automatically like in the title picture. I got Patricio Pitbull by absolute domination. I think he comes out. I think he puts it on him on the feet. I think he takes him down basically at will. And I just don't think that Yair is like... I think he's more creative, but I don't think he's like better than him in anything when it comes to MMA.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What makes Yair's striking unorthodox?
He's super long and lengthy, and he throws from weird spots. So, like, I gotta show you this video, bro.
the knockout.
Yep. I'm gonna show you this video, and you're gonna know exactly what I mean.
Okay.
He throws. He's like willing to throw from anywhere, and he throws a lot of kicks too. Like he's like a. It's like a whip when he throws something.
Okay.
It's really hard, really fast. Yeah.
Whip high.
Little whip by. So, yeah, he's good. He can knock out basically anyone, but I got Pitbull. I just think I really do think he's better everywhere.
Honestly, I think Pitbull's gonna tear him up too. like I see Yair getting some good shots, but I feel like Pitbull's just way stronger. Like you said, he could take him down at will.
Yes.
I'm going Yair on this one, okay? Because I think Pitbull's going to come in. I think he's going to try to do what he does. And the moment Yair throws something weird or something unorthodox, it's going to, any person, any fighter, I feel like is going to see that and like, okay, well, I got to watch out. Now, apparently this dude can flick me with his big toe and hit his nerve. So, and I think just that little edge in the mental game, I like to see Yair. Likelihood.
Decent point, and I will say this: Pitbull, like over in Bellator, there's really nobody like Yair. Like everyone that he's fought, which is gonna be Michael Chandler. I forgot the other guy's name. It's gonna piss me off now. Primus. So Michael Chandler, Primus, Benson Henderson. Like they're all kind of like either just like a powerhouse or like somewhat technical, and Yair's just completely different. Decent point. But that being said, Pitbull by
Wow.
I think Pitbull just dominates. Pitbull dominates, bro. I'm gonna stick by that. I wouldn't even be surprised if Pitbull snatches the title by the end of the year.
From?
Volkanovski.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into that.
If he knocks out Pitbull, I get to come over here and I get to knock you out.
No. Well, you probably couldn't even if I let you, but...
Bro, jaw is made of glass. Fragile glass.
Bulletproof glass.
Yeah, Nerf gun bulletproof.
Next one, battle of the absolute psychopaths. You got Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. Bryce Mitchell, pretty well-known name. Controversial ass dude. I love him personally.
Flat Earther.
From Arkansas. Flat Earther. We didn't land on the moon. He likes guns. He likes fishing.
He likes Hitler.
He likes...
Okay.
First guy to have custom shorts in the UFC. He's got the camo shorts. He basically like started that trend. Then you got Gene Silva, part of the Fighting Nerds, undefeated in the UFC. Really good everywhere. Really powerful. Really fast. And... yeah, he basically called Bryce Mitchell out his last fight. They made that fight quick, bro. Gene Silva fought a month and a half, 2 months ago. Called out Bryce Mitchell. They made the fight like 5 days later. They said, let's roll. So they got beef going into this fight. I think that's what I really like about it is they're both kind of like, I just know they're going to be going for it. Like, it's going to be a banger. From the jump. Really fucking tough one. It depends what Bryce Mitchell does. If he tries to stand and bang with Gene Silva, I think he's gonna get fucking popped.
I don't think he's gonna do that.
I think he's gonna get popped. I think he can strike with them, but like there's a difference between being technical and being reckless. If he goes in there just trying to hurt somebody, I think he's gonna get popped and get put in his butt. And I don't think Bryce Mitchell has the same power to do it back to Gene Silva. However, if Bryce Mitchell takes him down, that's his world, bro. So I'm gonna go Gene Silva. I'm gonna go Gene Silva by decision. Yeah, I'm not. That's the very unsure answer.
Okay.
I think Gene Silva is going to get reckless at that very first round, come out there, guns blazing. Bryce Mitchell's going to take him down, submit him first round.
Ooh.
Damn. With authority. I like that. I like the confidence
And then
in there.
and then his post-fight interview is going to be legendary.
I think Gene Silva's the favorite in this one.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Well, as a fellow bald head man, and or little hair people as we call ourselves,
Little hair people.
I'm gonna go Gene Silva on this one. Bryce Mitchell. I don't know why. Okay, you got Jim Miller, you got Dan Egre, and you got Bryce Miller or Bryce
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are
Same
names
shit.
that are just born drinking, fighting, and other stuff. I probably won't say.
Fucking.
So, I think Bryce has that on his side, but knowing that he's a flat earther, I just love to see flat earthers get laid out flat on the ground.
Do you think Earth is round?
No, I think it's a sphere, because something round is a two-dimensional object.
What's your why do you think that?
Why do I think it? Don't you get me started.
Yeah, I'm just curious, man.
I think it'd be
2 hours later.
Anyway. I think that shit was CGI.
That's AI, actually. That was all done by ChatGPT. It's crazy.
Alright, well. Anyway.
So you said you got Gene Silva?
I'm taking Gene Silva. After all that,
Felt like I just went to another planet.
yeah, facts. A very round planet.
Who did you pick? Bryce Mitchell? So your team
Uh-huh.
Flat Earth, we're team round.
No, I'm going for Bryce Mitchell in the fight.
So your team Hitler, we're team Alright.
Co-main event of the evening, we got Iron Michael Chandler fighting Patty the Batty Pimblett at lightweight. This is an absolute banger. You got Michael Chandler, the most exciting losing fighter in the UFC. And you got Patty the Batty, so entertaining. Scoutchers don't get knocked out. Michael Chandler's about to put that to the test, and I see him not succeeding.
You got Pimblett?
I got Pimblett.
Who do you got?
Oh, dude. I don't like Patty. I don't like him as a person. I hate how he talks. I think he's super annoying. I understand he's a good fighter. I'm going with my All-American Michael Chandler,
Alright.
the greatest showman.
I got Patty. Big Cat kind of mentioned it. Scousers don't get knocked out. Chandler is the most dangerous first half-round fighter on planet Earth. Throws bangers. He always connects. I don't think he'll be able to put him away. And I think Patty is like undervalued for his skill level, like in his fight IQ. And he's really, really big for 155. He's been getting really good at throwing leg kicks, staying on the outside, and he's nasty off his back. So even if he did get dropped or did get taken down, like I don't see that as being an issue. And he's just a big boy. I think as the fight goes on, Patty will just continue to create that separation and gap the fight. I got Patty by submission in the second round. It's either that or Michael Chandler dusts him in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm doing.
That's what I want to see.
And honestly, I want to see Patty win just for the sake of like movement in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's just call it what it is. Michael Chandler's not getting a title shot ever again. So I think if Patty wins and Topuria can pull off a title win, that's just a fight lined up that's been
That'll
in the making for years.
Who was Michael Chandler's last fight?
His last fight was versus Charles Oliveira.
Yes. Okay. I remember watching that one and just he's relentless, dude.
He's relentless, bro.
He doesn't stop. Carried by those
He's
quads.
also a cheater.
Like in Monopoly or
Hits people in the back of the head, puts his fingers in fucking Dustin Poirier's mouth, holds onto the fence, grabs shorts. Kind of have no respect for that shit. There's like,
if you're not cheating, you're not trying to.
like
win.
I know
that.
people,
You know what? You know
I know
what?
people say like there's no rules in fighting, but like there is gentlemen's rules, you know.
There in
Like you don't
UFC.
hit someone in the balls.
In UFC,
You know, like
that's correct.
there's like unspoken rules.
In UFC, I would agree. Yeah.
Like if we fought, right?
If this was
And I was losing, like I'm not gonna pop your eyeball out of your face. Like I'll just, you know, if someone's trying to kill me, that's different.
it's different. So if
But
you're
if
in a
it's
bar
like-
if you're in a bar fight and some dude is coming at you because he sees obviously you're Mexican and just doesn't like it, and he's just and he's trying to cause harm to you, at that point I'm like, homie, anything's fair game. Like if I got someone who's attacking me because they're trying to cause harm to me, it's a different story. The rule book's out the window, much like that dude is. I try to throw him out of it.
Yeah, I guess I just never really feel threatened or anything. So, but yeah, just in general, you know.
That's crazy.
I understand why you would go into fight or flight mode.
From somebody who literally has allergies, I'm shocked to be hearing this from you.
Hold up, I gotta fix the light back here. Anyway.
That's crazy. It's not real.
It's flat.
It's flat. It's flat like the earth.
That's pretty
Bro,
rough.
does it sound like chocolate?
Speaking of, what the fuck, bro?
Oh.
The gold's coming off.
I'm gonna flip it this way. The gold looks better on that one.
It just got sunburnt from the light.
Yeah. I'd be talking big too if I was in a controlled environment with a referee and rules and regulations.
Do you want to go to an uncontrolled environment with me right now?
That sounds sexual. But yeah.
That someone at work the other day was saying that shit to me, and he said something along the lines. He's like, yeah, I'd probably be a champ too if I fought in the little guy's weight. And I just looked at him and I was like, well, you're not a little guy's weight, right? He's like, nope. I was like, well, stop me. He's like, I'm just kidding.
All right. For the main event, we have Alexander Volkanovski and Diego Lopez.
Volkanovski, former featherweight champion, one of the most dominant featherweight champions that has ever done it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Diego Lopez, who is on an absolute tear. The only fight that he lost was to Mosbar, and that was his UFC debut on short notice. Even though he lost, he still put up a very competitive fight, and since then, he's been on an absolute tear, bro. Like, he's just been whooping everyone. Coming off a win over Brian Ortega, kind of a staple name in the division. And then Volk, coming off back-to-back losses. Knockout, head kick by Islam. Knockout by a right hook from Ilia Topuria. And they were both bad knockouts.
Yeah.
So this is the first time in his career that he's really taken like an extended break, which I think was much needed. With that being said, I think Volk's still that fucking guy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think even if this was Topuria going in a rematch, I would still like his chances in that fight. I would. I think Volk's that guy, and I think he's gonna show it. The reason I'm so like heavy on Volk's side, because Diego Lopez, although he dominated Brian Ortega, he fought Dan Ige on a 2-hour notice.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan Ige put up a really good fight.
Mm-hmm.
And the level difference from Dan Ige to Volkanovski is a big skill gap. And I don't think he has like that touch of death to where if he cracks you, he's going to put you out cold. He might hurt you. But I don't think he's better than Volk anywhere.
Me either.
Yeah, I think Volk is literally better everywhere. So I got Volk by domination. I see him TKOing Diego Lopez before the championship rounds.
Before?
Round 2 or 3, he's going to put him away.
Damn. Yeah, no, I 100% got Volk. I think he's better everywhere. Diego Lopez on the way up. He's a good fighter, but I think Volkanovski is just so many levels above. He has so much championship experience, so much experience in general. He's fought at lightweight for the belt multiple times, and I see him winning by TKO as well. I'm going 4th round.
Interesting. This is a fight that I actually was very interested in, and I did a good amount of research on it because at the end of the day, I'm sure you can agree that when it comes to an MMA fight or fight in general, you can talk about their skill set and their pedigree and all their experience and whatnot, but at the end of the day, a lucky shot can land and cause a major upset. So I'm looking at their mindset going into this. Like, what's going on? And with Volk, 2 knockouts in a row.
There's got to be some little doubt in the back of that head, bro.
And any doubt or any fear in this sport, it's going to make you timid. It's going to make you trepidatious. You're not going to be the kind of fighter that everyone knows you to be. It depends on how he uses that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Diego Lopez coming in with heavy hands, coming out swinging like a bat out of hell. And Diego, I'd say he needs to get it done in the first 2 rounds, because if he takes Volk to the 3rd round, that's where, and if Volk's able to survive to the 3rd round, that's where his fight IQ is going to come in, his experience is going to come in, and he'll probably be comfortable at that point. But I see Volk coming in just a little scared, a little worried, because this is essentially his legacy. If he gets knocked out a 3rd time,
It's kind of the end of the road, huh?
it's kind of the end of the road. So I'm going to go... I don't want to. I want to see Volk win because I think Diego looks like an absolute fucking prick. I think he just looks like the biggest loser. I hate his hair. I hate how he looks. There's nothing about him I like.
Oh, man.
But I'm going to take Diego in the first... I'm going the first round.
Oh, shit.
First round.
First round?
First round
I'm
knockout.
assuming knockout.
I'm knockout.
Who is Diego Lopez knocked out? That's a better question. Nobody.
He pretty much knocked out Brian Ortega and then knocked him back in.
He knocked out Brian Ortega, and with his follow-up shot woke him back up.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If a fighter gets knocked out, don't they like end up getting knocked out easier?
There's no like science behind that, I don't think. But when you get knocked out,
it's true.
especially when it hits the chin, I don't know if it's the same with the head, because he got head kicked by Islam, but the knockout from Topuria was the chin. When you get knocked out from the chin, your jawline, there's like something that connects to your brain. It basically disconnects for a second and goes back together, and that's how you get knocked out.
Yeah, so he got jaw knocked out, then he got head knocked out. His whole cabeza is done for.
Okay, so yeah, I think you're right, because like it's like when you get a concussion, it's easier to get more concussions.
Yeah,
100%.
And then like after a certain amount of concussions, like you're not even allowed to play sports anymore.
Yeah, and I think Volk knows that. I think in all training and whatnot, he's like, I'm this guy, I'm him, blah, 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 blah. But as soon as you step foot into that cage, as soon as it closes and you're staring down that opponent and you're like, oh shit, I can't be knocked out again. I can't let this happen. When he tries defending himself from being knocked out, that's when he's going to open up, he's going to make a mistake, and Diego's coming in knowing he can knock him out.
Yeah, I guess it really just depends on how Volk comes out to and how he approaches the fight early on.
It depends which
The
Volk
best
comes
defense
in.
is a good offense too.
Yeah?
You know, if you're just playing defense and fighting, then you're probably not getting off any offense, and that just opens up that window to get hit more. So I think if Volk stays active early and like tries to bring the cardio down a little bit so that power doesn't carry as much weight, I think that's basically the game plan. So I think this fight will be decided in the first 5 minutes.
I think so.
Yeah. That's a great point, bro.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
I hate to see Volk get knocked out again.
I really don't want to see Volk get knocked out again.
I don't either.
All right.
I want to see some loser.
Bonus question. You probably know more. Hopefully you know a little bit. Who do you think gets the next title shot at featherweight?
Pitbull, after his knockout win over Yair Rodriguez in the first round.
You give Pitbull over Mosvar?
Yes. Mosvar is boring and nobody likes him.
Fucking true, bro. Yeah. I'm on the same page with that. Yeah, I'm on the same page. Pitbull knocks out Yair. Pitbull in the title shot.
I have no idea. I'm going to go Pitbull. Yeah. Sounds good. I don't want to see a boring fighter.
Didn't you pick Yair, though?
I did pick Yair to beat Pitbull, yeah. So if Yair wins, does he get the title shot?
No, Volk already. Unless Diego Lopez wins.
So Diego Lopez has to win, and then Yair has to win
So
for Yair to have
both
to
his picks.
Yeah, both my picks have to win.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll be goated.
Bro.
I'll give up my entire career to go into MMA podcasting because apparently I know what the fuck I'm doing.
The secret's just not knowing shit.
It's just, you don't know. You don't follow anyone. You don't know shit. You go with the.
Call it.
Yeah, you just call it. You just go off of instinct.
It works.
Well, I think it's funny, dude. If you take someone who doesn't know jack shit about fighting, professional fighting, MMA, none of that, right? And you put on a fight for them to watch. You can pause, I think, halfway through and ask that person, who do you think needs to keep doing what, and who do you think needs to stop doing what? And I bet you that person can, for the most part, get it correct.
Yeah.
There's like this instinct in all of us that we know you can pick up on what needs to be done. Even if you never fought in a day of your life, you can pick up on little things.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
That's actually a pretty good point. Like, I have a very natural, I'm just really good at fighting, you know?
God.
just kidding.
Imagine your biggest enemy being pollen. Something you can't even see, touch, taste. Imagine that.
I don't even think pollen's real, to be honest.
Apparently, no. It's on. Pollen's not even a real thing. Prove it to me. You got videos of it?
Yeah. It doesn't say that in the Bible.
Bro, imagine your greatest enemy being a flower. That's wild.
Well, there's
God
a lot of
bless.
them on this 1 acre property.
It's a half acre.
It's 0.88. I just rounded it up.
It took the chalk line out.
There is a lot of fucking plants on this fucking property, though.
That's fine.
It's a whole bush back there full of flowers.
Bro, you can be. I don't
How
care.
often do you go outside and touch grass?
Bro, off topic, MJ told a gopher the other day.
Really?
Yeah, she went into straight beast mode, bro. Was thrashing that fool up. I was proud of her.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I have a gopher problem there. Was there a gopher problem
I don't believe so.
if you literally drive through this neighborhood, like if you're going out towards the frontage road, and you look in everyone's yard, there's just gopher fucking holes everywhere.
We gotta start massacring them.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna send MJ out.
It's kind of.
Send MJ out.
Isn't it kind of crazy? Gophers just coming into your land, not invited, not asked.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. They're not even technically allowed here, but you know what? I feel like you should just let them live here. I feel like you should just let the gophers stay.
I think I might get an outside cat and just.
I don't know if he caught
He
that.
didn't catch the...
What?
That checks out.
I didn't catch it. Oh, like, because I'm Mexican?
Like, they didn't get invited, they just show up.
They just show up.
Hey, I voted for Trump, alright? I'm legal.
I pay my taxes.
Yeah, bro. The fuck? Probably contribute more to this country than you, motherfucker.
Who are you looking
I'm a
at?
patriot. If they said, hey, we're going to war tomorrow, we need volunteers, guess what? I'm not.
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
Yeah, we'll see who's a patriot, huh?
Bro, I'm literally white. I'm as American as they come.
I don't think so, bro.
It just comes with the color,
It
bro.
just comes. I'm part of the flag. Red, white, and blue.
Yeah, so you guys are just missing blue, basically. Oh, you got blue eyes.
That's it.
Oh, you got eyes.
I got blue balls.
Stupid. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you as always. Make sure to follow us on YouTube. That always really helps when you subscribe. We're hot on Instagram. We suck at posting on TikTok, but I promise you guys will start soon. Thank you for watching. Zach, thank you. Appreciate
Thanks for
you.
coming,
Hey,
bro.
thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, yeah.
And I hope you guys like the new little pod setup we got here.
Oh,
the
yeah,
new
new
cups
pod
and
room.
everything. But yeah, shout out to my mom. My mom literally did all
Is
this.
this mine now?
No.
Okay.
Thank you guys again. Appreciate you guys. Putasos Podcast. We're out.